Hey YouTubers, this is your girl Simstress here. I started a tiny house series on my original YouTube, my main YouTube. I'll put the link below this video. But I had did a tiny house series because I really like tiny houses. But it's just the beginning of the series for me. I'm starting over. And I'm going to do it on this channel, which is going to be called Simstress. Um, I am probably going to do a house a week, if not more, but at least a house a week. And I also will do renovations, and I will do some in Sims 4. But right now, I'm just going to focus on Sims 3 and focus on this video right here. So I'll give you guys updates as it goes along, as I go along. Right now, I am just finding the siding and stuff for the house. I can't really tell because there's a billboard right there, so it's kind of like dark in this area, if you didn't notice. Some things are going to be different when you see it because I had to make some changes. I recorded this like 4 times. Yeah, there's going to be a couple more not slides, but a couple more parts to a video in here that I probably won't narrate, but it'll be on the end of this video, right before you get to the pictures. But yeah, that I had so many problems with that ladder. I ended up moving it. You don't see it moved. You might see it moved in the pictures, but you don't see it moved on the video. But I had to put it up against the window because you have to have space on either side, and I ended up putting a dresser on the side so she couldn't get up this ladder and out. But anyways, now I'm picking the wall color, which is always hard for me. The wall color and the siding, the outside color is always hard for me because I am so indecisive. But I ended up going with that pattern with the olive green color. It was alright. I mean, it did what it did. And then I made the couch royal blue and the curtains red. You'll see it. So I was just like, it kind of don't go together, but whatever. We're going to make it like she's eccentric. I do put a girl in here by herself because I only have a single bed. But eventually, you know, as I play, she'll become, you know, someone who has a big house and all that stuff. I did put a cheat in, and I had to put the motherload cheat in to give her money so she could afford the house because it's $17,000 when I'm done, which is a lot for a tiny house. But and I'll probably do a let's play series on this and a couple other things. I don't know. A couple other characters I have. I'll probably do a let's play. But anyways, so now I'm picking the kitchen. I had to redo the kitchen twice. I did it when, you know, no one was looking, but I end up making I'm gonna have a, what do you call it? I'm gonna have a rug in there and a curtain in there, and they're gonna look blue on here, but I end up changing them to purple. That'll be at the end of the video, like I said before. And the pattern I'm picking here, I was having such a problem with the pattern, and I end up changing the pattern to all olive green, like without the pattern at the top, because that was throwing it off. You can't go from a busy pattern to then now that it just wasn't looking right to me. And I'm by no means a decorator, so I was trying to work it and it wasn't working out. But I was inspired by this house. I seen it on Tiny House Hunters or something like that. Hunt for a Tiny House. I don't know what it's called, but it was like $100 and something thousand, I think, in that episode. And I'm just like, it's a tiny house. Why is it so much? But yeah, all those houses on there are so expensive. I'm just like, I thought that was what tiny houses were for, to save money, not to still have a $200,000 mortgage. But anyways, I was having trouble putting the shelves up. I didn't know which ones I wanted. I really didn't want dark, but I ended up going dark, and it looks okay. I ended up changing it a few times because I was having such a problem with it. I realized later first, before I go into that, I was gonna put these little tables in there, but they were like $100 a piece, and I thought that was ridiculous. So I took them out. But and I tried to have a third shelf there, but that didn't work out. And then I realized later that I didn't have a dining room table in there, so I ended up doing something with that, and you'll see what I do with that. But I was trying to be mindful of the cost. I didn't realize that as a single person on The Sims, because I just play. You know, normally I play with nothing and then work my way up. But I didn't realize that you only get 16,500. So my next tiny house, which I probably will try to do today and upload this week, I'll make sure it's less than 16,500, because the whole point is to have a house you can afford. So I'm in here in the bathroom trying to figure out how to configure it. I end up losing the sink, just getting rid of the sink, because in a lot of tiny houses they don't have a sink. They just have the toilet and the shower, and then you, I guess, wash your hands in the kitchen. I guess it's not very sanitary to me, but whatever. So I was able to put this little nook in there for them to have a little office, which was nice. It's kind of big to be a tiny house. I also realized that in the tiny house series that I saw, that the kitchen was only, it didn't go all the way back like it does on here. It stopped where the wall, where the door is. So I could have done that, but I didn't. I will next time, you know. Think about the size, because it's supposed to be really tiny. It is kind of tiny, and it's kind of hard to play. I do have like I said, I have a Sims in there, and you can't see certain things because of, you know, the big cabinet right there. I don't know if you saw it, but the big cabinet is blocking, so it's hard to see over there. So you have to be at a certain angle, and it's a little difficult to play smaller houses. It's kind of easier to play bigger houses, but I like them. I'm just changing the canisters to a hunter green color, and then changing that tile to green. And green is not my favorite color, but I worked it out, I guess. I still haven't changed the pattern in the kitchen, but I will. Oh, you see, I just switched over because I was trying to figure out what to do, and it stopped recording for whatever reason. I'm trying to use the Windows 10 game recorder, just to test it out, and it wasn't really working very well for me. It kept stopping my recordings, and it just wasn't working out. So I was trying to put a full-size bed up there, which I could have really done so now that I had to put the ladder on the wall, because I could have just used all that space up there, but I still just put a queen size bed in, a twin size bed in there. And then I didn't know if they could get in if I put the railing around the bed, and then only one person could get in, because it's not like the Sims 4 where you can scoot the person over and let somebody else in the bed. So but I thought they did a little ideal with the console table on the side and the bed next to it was cool, because you still get a side table and the size of 2 side tables without taking up twice as much room, you know, on each side. So I thought it was cool. I had a very big problem figuring out what to put on there. Oh, I thought this idea was cute, to put the boxes up under, because in tiny homes you have storage problems. So that was like them trying to figure out where can we store something, and a lot of times they store stuff under their beds and stuff like that. I brought the olive green upstairs, and I had this accent wall is what it was supposed to be. That's what the dark blue wall over there. It does change through the end. You'll see it won't look the same, and I kind of feel like if I could have changed, I put a big clock on there, and if I could have changed the color of the clock, for some reason I couldn't, it would have been a nice little piece, but I left it the color it was. It wasn't that bad. So there you go, you see the clock over there, and then I changed the color of the wall. But you could see it really well on the video, but when I look at it when I'm doing it, you can still see the clock. It's just that I wish it could have been like white or green. It could have been green or something, you know, bright so you could see it and it didn't look like it just got lost in the background. So I was just putting in a different color in there, that orange in there, because I had a lot of blue and green. I have that that corporate blue is what I call it, and green all over, but I didn't have any other color. But I noticed that the picture had orange in it, so I did that. So then I'm doing the outside. I do change stuff in the inside, and like I said, I will put that in there. I probably won't have any commentary, so the video after this video stops, or not the video, but the movement after this video stops before the pictures, you'll see that I change a lot, everything out. Looks very pretty. I wish I would have you know, had a lot more going on the outside, but I didn't, because it's in the desert and it's really, I was having problems finding like flat space. So here comes here's the first picture. This is my girl that I got in there. She looks very angry. I don't know why, but you can see the clock is a little bit better in that one. And yep, that's the angle of the one angle of the bathroom and the kitchen, and then that's the other angle of the bathroom. So you can kind of see I did put stuff. I did put a towel rack in there. You can't really see it. And the kitchen, and that's where I changed it to a seat instead of that little cabinet right there, so you can eat. And that's the living room, full-size TV, the work area, and this is the end. I see you guys in the next video. Bye.